Hello.
Let's go.
Hi. And welcome to the very first episode of X-Men Forgotten.
Yippee yahoo!
Before we begin, I want to pay our respects to the traditional custodians of the land. Sovereignty was never ceded. This always was and always will be Aboriginal land. It's very important to state as we gather to share stories such as this one. I have with me today a wonderful group of new X-Men. Would you guys like to go round the table and introduce yourselves to the lovely viewers? Who are you and what do you do?
Starting with me.
Are we we're not introducing...
Not your characters.
Okay.
Just yourselves.
Oh, I'm good at that.
They call me the gun. Hi, Kaya Dreamers. My name is Octavia. Pronouns she, her. I do a few things off stream, like some OBS behind the scenes stuff and some modding. I do a few things on stream, like hosting Gaming Geese with the lovely Roxy, where we do stuff like Space Marine 2, Baldur's Gate 3, and what's the other one? Cyberpunk 2077. Thank you. I'm also known to occasionally appear on the channel in one-shots or TTRPG Thursdays. More recently, you've probably seen me play everything, essentially. I was Milo in Traveller, and I was more recently Bruta Belladonna in Vampire the Masquerade, which wrapped up last week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Nice.
not last Thursday, but the Thursday before.
That was that long ago?
Yeah.
Real.
Wow.
And this is my first ever Sunday campaign. I'm so excited. Yahoo! Yippee yahoo! Who the fuck are you?
Who the frickety fuck are
Who
you?
the frickety frick fuck are
fuck
you?
are you, my dude?
My guy.
Shredder.
Where?
Kaya, I'm Hayden, pronouns he, him. Yeah, I quite new to D&D Live Presents, but I've been in a lot of things. All of a sudden, it was just the anti-cold turkey of me being in everything. Yeah, I'm very excited.
What were you in?
Sundered Hearts.
The campaign to be in.
Yeah, Sundered Hearts. We got some shenanigans. Wait, the votes are still up?
No.
Oh, what?
They're
You missed
gone.
out.
You missed out. You have to wait until
The clips are there though, so you can get little taste tests.
Before the votes get uploaded
They'll
to
try
our
this.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, I guess that's me.
That's you? Okay.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I? Kaya.
Who the fuck am
Who the fuck am I? Kaya. I'm Tegan, or you can call me T. My pronouns are they, them. And I have done a few little things with D&D Live Presents, but this is also my first Sunday campaign after so long. Yeah, I was in the Alice in Wonderland live show way back when.
Yippee.
I was most recently in Traveller, and then
Yippee.
I guest starred in the freaking successors, didn't I? But I'm very excited to be here for this as someone who has no knowledge on the X-Men, but is very enthused about it.
Has only watched the first episode of X-Men 97.
It'll be
Nothing
great.
else.
Less than
This
2
whole
weeks
session
ago.
is going to be like,
Who are you?
so sorry, who is that?
Who are you?
I was gonna say you being like, oh, I'm so new to the channel. These guys have never been on a Sunday stream before. It's
Whoa.
just us.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
They've been around
Since
for a
the
while.
beginning.
considerably petrified.
but no, yeah.
We're
on Sunday streams before.
fucking OGs. Anyway,
Leslie
speaking of
says, quick T, what does the X in X-Men stand for?
It stands for
sexy,
exceptional kiddos.
Exceptional kiddos men.
Yep. Speaking of OGs,
Exceptional kiddos dash
fuck
men.
are you?
Kaya,
Xavier.
Or the
Yeah.
X gene.
Kaya, I'm Jules. Pronouns she, her. I'm the CEO and artistic director of D&D Live Presents. And I will be your narrator for this evening. Lots of different names for the title of GM in all these TTRPGs.
Storyteller, narrator.
Yeah, the Vampire Masquerade is storyteller. This is narrator.
I'm gonna create a TTRPG system, and the DM is gonna be called the Book Bitch.
The book bitch.
BB for short.
BB.
Yes, I will be everybody else in this campaign except for these three. Yes, we have a wonderful little campaign laid out ahead of us, very loosely based on the comic book X-Men God Loves, Man Kills.
That's my favourite one.
I know all about that one.
Nothing bad happens in that one whatsoever. We all just have good times.
I like the lollipops.
But yes, it's going to be,
Lollipops.
I think, around 9 episodes, or run to the end of the year,
Yeah.
is the plan. So every Sunday till the end of the year.
Whoa!
Yeah, very exciting. We are using a brand new system. Brand new to us, and also pretty new in the TTRPG space right now. It's the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game.
Yeah.
We've decided to do this because we wanted to run an X-Men campaign, and instead of trying to adapt D&D 5e to fit that, we just decided to do this instead, and we wanted to do something long and epic, like all superhero stories should be, so we let it take up a Sunday slot. It is a... Oh, thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
follow.
It is
Yoo-hoo.
a 3d6 system. You have a
1,
special Marvel dice
2,
and 2 normal dice.
3.
The system is kind of goofy. They had a lot of fun making it, perhaps too much fun.
It's a D616 system.
Yeah, that's what they've called it. Is a D616 because that's like the name of the name of the Marvel like world
Jules,
that like
you should-
the main comics take place in is Earth 616. So they named it a D16.
You should also tell the audience about what they've done in terms of the ability scores.
Oh, that's good fun.
Yeah, all of the ability scores, instead of like giving them names that like make sense,
Like strength, constitution.
like strength and constitution and stuff, they've instead just made them in like an anagram.
Yeah.
So it's
Of-
from top down.
From top down.
It's melee, agility, resilience, vigilance, ego, and logic. So for the people playing at home, that spells
Spells Marvel.
Someone came up with that idea,
I
gave them
would
the
come
week
up
off.
with that. Like, what on earth?
An important thing to know is that we have changed the name of one of the special conditions in this campaign. This tabletop system does have its own variation of advantage and disadvantage. It is called, disadvantage is called trouble.
So you
and
might have some
advantage-
trouble doing
Yeah, and if you get like trouble twice,
What's
you get double
advantage called,
trouble.
Jules?
Advantage in the book is referred to as edge.
So canonically, you give yourself an edge over the enemy, and it's
Yeah.
just a lot of things are written like, yeah, edge your teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if
you give
you're-
your teammates the edge, I want to edge on my turn. Like,
Instead of, helping your
No.
teammate, you're edging your teammate. So that's fun.
so we wanted this to be like a kind of serious campaign, like a goofy in points. But there wants to be some combat moments where it's like dramatic. And I figured that every time someone said, "All right, I'm gonna give
edge."
Octavia the edge,"
What?
people would burst
Why
out
me?
laughing.
So can I, with my turn, can I give Octavia a good edge?
Yeah.
Yeah, even in chat right now, people are being like, "Who up edging their teammates?" So
Yeah.
we've changed the
I'm
name.
It took 5 seconds.
I'm edged for 10 rounds of combat.
Oh, cool. So yeah, because you edged, you get to
I'm edged.
No, because
I get to release it
We did
harder.
exactly one test run of this game, so like we've never played it before except for the like a 1 hour long one.
and it was a very serious. No jokes were made, and it was very concise.
Tegan totally
was-
didn't pick up the Tesseract and get
And die.
evaporated.
But yeah, there were a lot of edge jokes made, so we decided to change it to being called giving someone the upper hand. So if you want to like give someone the upper hand,
Can we
then-
shorten that to giving someone a handy?
No! Hayden!
I might leave.
Oh, would you look at the time?
It's 9:30 already. Oh, wow, okay.
Fine.
I thought of that earlier. I was like, I'm gonna save it for stream.
Wow. You're evil.
We've got merch.
We have socials.
There's a Patreon.
The X-Men merch isn't live yet, but it will be soon. We have a new tabletop TTRPGs Thursdays releasing on this Thursday for 3 weeks called
We're in that
Monster
Great
Week.
cast. Phenomenal cast.
Phenomenal cast. Phenomenal
yes.
GM. It's not me. It's Roxy. Roxy's coming back to take over the
got-
TTRPG Thursdays stream. We got
Roxy as the DM.
Yeah.
We got, in terms of players, first up, this bitch Hayden is coming back. We also got our lovely head mod Fabian is going to be there. We have Opal, who, for those of you who've been around here a while, would remember from Digital Footprints, played Gank. And we have the lovely Dana Brennan, who was in like basically everything of this.
We don't.
We don't?
Dana Brennan.
We don't have Dana Brennan. Never mind. Dana Brennan's too busy playing. Too busy playing Veilguard.
Yeah, we don't have Dana Brennan because Dana Brennan is instead doing a wonderful Friday stream for you of Dragon Age. So if you want to
Shout out to
watch that,
geese.
we'll be streaming on Friday nights from 7 till 10. The day after TTRPG
7
Thursdays.
till 10
Everyone in chat
Loosey goosey.
for like the last 10 minutes has been saying the same thing, and I was going to ignore it, but they're all being like, I just got a notification in chat that says, Jules, please read this.
Who said that, and why is their impression that?
Hayden is sexy, and we all agree.
Who said that?
Everyone.
Everyone?
What?
Everyone.
I feel left out.
I don't. If it makes you feel any better, I'm not enjoying this.
Hayden is sexy. Who are we to disagree? Hayden is sex.
Hayden is
sexy.
Who is saying this?
Who is saying this? Call them out.
And not everyone in chat.
Literally everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see people being like, do it. Yes.
Yes.
Please
Yes.
read it.
Yes. So there you go. Hayden is sexy.
I get sunburnt once.
Guys, stop! Look, Hayden's blushing. You can see all over his face.
I just get sunburnt really easy.
Oh, where do we get sunburn?
When do you get sunburned? All right.
Anyway, X-Men.
Anyway, serious shit's happening. It's the Sunday streams.
Stop everyone. Stop.
Keep going, I'm edging.
The shoulders went up and then dropped.
No, Jules, come back! Fuck. Okay, that is it for X-Men. Tune in next week for maybe X-Men. I don't know. We might get cancelled after this stream.
Okay.
We're on the edge of being cancelled. Anyway, sorry.
Sorry, Jules.
Okay.
Oh.
Dana said, wait, is that Dragonite?
That is Dragon.
Yeah. This little guy.
I heard there was going to be trauma, so I've got the emotional support Dragonite. And this guy.
I don't have something.
You can hug me if you want.
Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind if something traumatic happens.
Or we can share. You can be in the middle.
Shared custody.
It's really funny because I have to pass him like across. But on the screen it's like diagonally down.
Oh, here, let me just hand it up to you right there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. The world around you is uncertain, tense, balanced between hope and fear. In the years since mutants first revealed themselves, society has been locked in a delicate and often volatile dance with the unknown. The world has seen the incredible feats and undeniable risks that mutantkind brings. On one side, some celebrate the potential for good, for progress, and the hope of a future where mutants and humans might live together in harmony. But on the other side, there are those who fear that this next step in evolution could become their end. Here within the walls of the Xavier Institute, you have been safe, trained, tested, and taught to understand your powers. Life outside these walls has been much less forgiving. Cities across the globe tremble with rallies, marches, debates, with policies emerging that range from cautious and welcome but hostility. Oh,
Hospitality, they welcome
apologies,
us.
my dyslexia's getting me. Stories of clashes between mutants and authorities play across news feeds, fueling distrust and misunderstanding. In the face of all this, Professor Xavier has secured a rare and powerful opportunity. An audience before the Senate. A chance to speak, not just for mutants at the Institute, but for all mutants everywhere. This hearing is more than just words. It's the chance to change hearts and minds, to offer a vision of coexistence at a critical moment. If successful, it could be the foundation of a new era, One where you and your friends might live freely and openly without the need to hide. For you, the stakes could not be higher. The walls of the Institute hold memories of battles fought, friendships forged, and of losses mourned, victories won. You've trained hard and honed your powers in the hope that one day these efforts would help bridge the divide between mutants and humans. Today could be the first step in that journey. A step towards a world where you might no longer be feared, but accepted. Some part of you knows that everything from today onwards may change the course of history. Whether for good or ill remains to be seen. But one thing is clear. Today, all of mutantkind is watching. And you, the next generation of X-Men, stand ready to answer that call.
History has its eyes on you.
We begin our session in the X Mansion, a grand building home to a plethora of young mutants being trained under the guide of Professor Charles Xavier, and a collection of X-Men mentors, with the likes of Wolverine, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Rogue, and Gambit.
Your favorites.
They call me the Gambit.
I do know some of those.
The morning is still. Birds chirp in the trees. It's cold. Something feels not quite right, but the warm walls of the mansion still feel like home. Let's roll and see who we're going to deal with first.
That's scary.
Okay. Tegan.
I knew it.
Yes! Sorry, I mean, I'm sorry for your loss.
Sorry, I just saw a message in chat that when I was talking about Charles Xavier, someone said he should hit the gritty. I think, oh wait, fuck, I forgot he was in a wheelchair.
You get gritty in a wheelchair. I've seen it.
There's videos.
There's videos.
Gritty in a
TikTok
chair.
does
You
it.
can gritty up there. You can gritty out there. You can gritty anywhere.
Gritty is a mindset.
Anyway,
Gritty's inside.
Speaking of grittying, Tegan.
I'm really gonna put people on the spot here because Tegan, I
Yes!
would love for you to describe your character, but also I would love for you to describe your room in the X Mansion.
Web. Okay. Character first? Yeah, alright.
As you awake from your slumber, what do the viewers see?
So you see a teenager with very short, like slicked back white hair. Their skin at the moment is coloured yellow, kind of like vibrating bits of orange going through as well. They have like an anxious energy about them this morning specifically. Is wearing, we said X, the gear, the gear, right? Okay, so he's wearing like a tank top with the classic X, the exceptional X.
The classic.
The
Right
exceptional
The
kids
yellow
X.
spandex.
Tucked in to some just like black cargo pants. It's very gay. We're seeing a very gay person here. Some Doc Martens, sporting some
A
Doc Martens.
carabiner off the hip.
Like, who's gonna say it's not there? You know what I'm saying? It's not
you
there
can say
currently.
it.
It's not there currently. There's still time.
Always time for a
Alright,
carabiner.
The room.
The carabiner.
The room. He's pretty basic. It's got like some posters up of like just general activism kind of things on the
No, Magneto was right. Propaganda.
Believe it or not,
Magneto was right.
huge bookshelves line the walls just of stories, like a lot of them children's stories, but like pretty much all of them fiction, just lining the walls. and yeah, we'll say there's like a little like hook that you would like put your coats on, but it's just like a few like carabiners to choose from each day. On one hook.
You have like a drawer of
Which
carabiners.
Yeah.
It's like, what carabiner do I feel like today?
The fucking B movie, like yellow, black, yellow,
Oh, black and
yellow,
yellow.
the shape
Change it up a little. Yeah.
Very cutesy.
You, as you kind of like get yourself ready and get changed for the day, you feel just kind of like a very like light knock on the door.
Yeah, go ahead and answer it.
You open the door. Morning, sugar. And standing on the other side, dressed in a kind of like a light green and yellow, skin tight suit, long curly hair, is Rogue, with her signature gloves on.
Intimate moment.
Thanks, Hayden.
Let me put my cat on.
How are you feeling today?
Oh,
Prepared?
like as prepared as one can be. I don't know. I'm really. I feel like there's a lot riding on this moment. I just want to get it right.
I guess Charles told you to prepare something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I look at your notes?
Do
you have
like I was
any
kind of
notes?
just gonna like
Wing it. You're good at that.
wing is like a loose term. I've thought about it,
Uh-huh.
but it's like like I just want to feel impassioned in the moment. Really like hit him with a personal story that'll drive it home and kind of pull at the heartstrings. I
Yeah.
feel like that can only happen.
Well,
then and
if
there.
you say something that you don't like, you could just make them forget it and then do it again.
I love your thinking. I love your thinking. Are they gonna hate that?
That is probably what we're trying to convince them that we're not gonna
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
I mean, I'm with
I
you.
mean, if things go wrong,
If they go,
you could really
I really fuck up.
backtrack
yeah.
out of it.
Wait. Slash back pedal past pedal.
That's a backup.
Yeah. Right. Well, breakfast is ready.
Dinner, breakfast.
No, sorry.
Dinner, breakfast.
Breakfast is ready. if you want
I meant to say breakfast
Epic.
dinner.
Can I just
yeah.
choose my carabiner for the day?
Oh yeah, for sure. Which? What are you feeling?
The Hannah Montana wardrobe comes out.
You get the best.
All carabiner.
What color gives? Let's unite the people. Let's go with like a. Let's say I pick up like a sage green carabiner.
Very nice.
Look into my cargo pants. Let's go with that. Let's really make a statement.
Do you mind if I try one on for today?
Yes.
Yeah?
No.
Oh.
What?
No?
No. Fuck.
No. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can. No, I don't mind. That question.
The yellow one's really nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Yellow's a really cool color.
It just walks out.
Goodbye.
Beautiful. As you make your way down the halls of the mansion, it is very alive. People are getting ready for their lessons today in the school, but the main dining hall is pretty packed right now with a lot of the signature X-Men. And you see kind of a big table where with Charles sat at the head of it, just kind of initiating conversation with people over breakfast about what his plans are for this evening's Senate hearing. Sorry, I'm completely distracted by chat.
What's chat done now?
Coke and Dexies, apparently.
What is happening?
Is that Dana?
Yeah.
Hayden's Sexy Coke and Dexies. That's the name of the episode.
Please.
Sexy Coke and Dexies.
The Dex Man.
The Dex man.
Dana
Also-
and the Coke and Dexies.
Making their way down the halls, ready for breakfast. Octavia, would you like to describe?
So unlike Tegan's character, my character's a late bloomer. So you see this 32-year-old woman.
32 years young.
32 years young woman. Absolute unit. She's like ripped, 6'5". She has shaggy ginger hair with dark circles around her eyes. Half of it is eyeshadow. Half of it is from various late nights that she spent crime fighting. She's wearing like a white singlet with like a black police academy jumper, black cargo pants, and some like cargo boots. Yeah, that's what she looks like.
As you walk down the halls, you wave hi to a few of your fellow students. You are an adult among children.
How do you do, fellow kids?
How were the kickflips this morning?
You're all being taught how to control your mutant powers.
Skibbity toilet wrist.
You obviously don't do the basic schooling stuff because you do have an education, but in terms of mutant history and controlling your powers, you are pretty familiar with a lot of the other students. As you walk down the halls,
Through the valley of the shadow.
you hear a voice coming from about just over a feet below you.
Am I on a balcony?
No, you're just 6'5" and he's quite small.
Oh, I didn't see you there. No.
Hey there, bub. As
Wolverine
starts walking alongside you.
Oh,
You know that.
hello. How are you? Didn't see you there.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty nervous.
Yeah, hi. I'm too. I'm not really a people person. You know. I usually let other people do the talking.
Look, I want to be upfront. Senators don't give a damn about our rights.
I am fully aware of that. Yeah.
And I just think that maybe we should sit in the back together.
I'm down for
Because
that.
I think maybe a few things are going to be said that are going to piss us off.
Yeah. If you keep me in check, I'll keep you in check.
Kind of goes to give you a little punch on the shoulder, but just kind of punches your wrist because he can't reach.
I scruff his hair
Short
back.
He
kings.
fucking decks you in the face.
Oh.
No, he you scruffle his hair and he just immediately pulls out his claws and then just holds them up to your cheek.
Chill. I'm sorry. Okay, I won't do that again.
Just know your place. And walks off, disgruntled.
Wow. Alright, I'm just gonna keep making my way to the region.
As he kind of walks off down the hallway, you can just hear his voice being like, Gene, come sit next to me, Gene. There's a space right next to me.
Gene, yeah, Gene.
A few X-Men are away on vacation right now. Well, less vacation and more a mission to go.
X-Men summer vacay.
Okay.
Beach episode.
To go check in on some stuff happening in the resident island known as Genosha, a completely mutant inhabited island. As part of a way for mutants to fight for their rights to coexist, an agreement was made that let mutants have a whole island to themselves and exist without the interference of humans. But it is a step in the right direction, but also a worrying step in the way of segregation. So a few of the X-Men have gone to go check in on this nation run by Magneto. And those X-Men are the likes of Cyclops and Forge and Cable and a few others.
Who is Jean's
Husband.
boy? Okay, husband.
In this universe,
Boy.
husband.
It was
Yeah.
Jean's boy.
They are
who
married.
Wolverine's also
Wolverine's
The side
a little bit
piece.
in love with.
I'm a lot in love with Jean Grey.
I'm there.
Wolverine's a side piece.
Jean Grey is also
Jean Green.
Jean Grey is also
X-Men Love Island
in
would
love
go
with-
hard.
X-Men Love Island.
with
X-Men
Wolverine.
Movement. Send a heart in chat if you love Milf Manor.
I'd put a heart. Can someone put a heart in chat for me?
I imagine since the crack of dawn,
I imagine all the people.
you've been outside.
See, I was gonna go the opposite way.
Really? Go
Yeah.
for it.
So I was gonna go so from the perspective of the viewer, the door cracks open, and you like walk into the room. It's a mixture of like teenage boy and just wet dog smell. As you just
Wet dog smell and Axe
pan
body
into
spray.
this room.
That's so visceral. The link to Africa, I can smell it.
Yeah,
Ugh.
hands into the room. Over all the walls are just like NFL players' posters. There's a American football on the wall.
Good God.
There is. It's very much a college dorm
Yeah.
without being a college dorm. There is a
It's quite like
beanbag
that.
chair that's like been ripped and like the beans are spilling out.
Oh God.
Not the beans!
There is a just a couch that's like the stuffing
No.
is
The cuck bean chair.
the stuffing's been pulled out. There is like a flat screen TV on the floor in front of the couch,
I hate this.
and there is a bed, mattress
Is it a dog bed?
on the floor. It's a big circular mattress where you find my character asleep on his back like this. Where you see Fang, a very muscular, like he's lying down at the moment, not arguably tall, but he's horizontal.
Wide.
Werewolf, like dark brown fur with like black highlights through it.
Oh, cute.
Are you constantly like
Not
this,
like
or-
black highlights, but like like the it's got like depth
Tufts.
to it. It's not just like solid brown.
There's
It's like
depth
there's depth to it.
Once you get to know him.
Quite like big, like a humanoid hands, but like paw-esque. He doesn't have little toe
Big old
beans.
meaty paws.
He does on his. Or he doesn't have little finger toe beans, but he does
He's
on
like
his paws.
the guy from
His
Werewolf
feet.
by Midnight. Maybe. Not really.
Sure. Quite a fluffy tail, and yeah. Do you look at him? Weirdly, like very well kept, like brushed. Very shiny coat.
Groomed.
Asleep.
Main takeaway is that he's honk chewing right now.
Honk shooing, snoring.
One
up
could
a
say he's-
storm.
EPD.
Every now and again, just the leg just. And he does the weird, like his eyes dart back and forth.
Fiend.
You as you sleep and as you dream of balls.
A balls. wait.
Chasing cars.
Chased by footballs.
Balls.
You
Is that why you're football?
hear this voice in your head. It is time for breakfast. Please make your way to the dining hall.
No, I recognize the voice.
No, that's Xavier.
Holocaust fiend. Let's rap.
I like
You
wake
guys
up.
already hear this, but you also hear this, but you're already like making your way.
I wake up and kind of like, and then get out of bed.
Clean your paws.
Do a little. Yeah, I get out of bed, and knock over a bunch of cans on my way out.
It gets worse.
And put on my sports shorts.
I
Head
like
downstairs.
to imagine it was like cans of dog food.
What,
A shirt?
Cans.
A shirt.
Yeah, I'll put a jersey on.
Nice.
A Chicago Bulls jersey.
I can't tell if
So-
Tegan is loving or hating this.
for the quick rundown, our new X-Men are Riot, Fang, and Fable.
I didn't get the memo on the F names.
They are brand new characters made by the wonderful players here, using the Marvel Multiverse rulebook. Yes, you smell Fang before you see Fang.
No, the room smells bad. He doesn't.
Like you open the door and it just wafts
Yeah.
down the corridor and
The
everyone's
links
like,
Africa.
like Wolverine
Yeah, that's
starts
the
coughing.
cans of Leaks Africa.
Wolverine starts coughing, and then everyone's like, "Huh?" And then like a few seconds later, it just
We all
wafts
smell it.
down. Who do you guys want to sit with at the table?
Who's around?
Basically, like most of the main lads. Rogue and Gambit are like sat together. Wolverine's managed to get Jean Grey to sit next to him. Storm is sat near Xavier.
Is there like an empty spot?
Yeah, there's empty seats.
Yeah. I want to go to an empty spot, and I want to see if anyone rocks up. Like, if no one does, I'm fine with it. But if people do,
For sure.
do not mind.
You sit down, and then the chair next to you, like, slides out of place, as Emma Frost just kind of
From Fortnite.
It's the girl from Fortnite. It's the girl from Fortnite.
next to you and just looks at you and is like, "Hey," and then looks,
How are you?
"Yeah, good.
You don't sound too good. Is something up?
Have we spoken before?"
I don't think we have. I've seen you around the place, but
"Emma,
Mackenzie,
pleasure.
what's your whole schmick then?
You don't want to know."
I don't want to know.
And as you kind of like look past her, you just see this group of just like 5 almost identical looking Emma Frosts, but just like children off in the corner, all dressed the same.
What's that about?
You ask a lot of questions.
Just curious.
What do you say?
Is there a seat next to the Storm?
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that? No.
I want to sit next to Storm.
Yeah, beautiful. You sit
Storm is
down.
beautiful.
You pull up a seat alongside
Storm.
Storm. She's just, "Morning.
Oh my God.
You seem nervous."
No, and Fable's skin goes like, kind of like pink.
Aww.
Turns pink. I'm not.
Is that like some sort of like mood ring situation you've got going?
What do you mean?
Was it like flushed?
Flushed? It's like a, you wouldn't understand.
The Debbie Ryan
You
hair
wouldn't
tie.
understand.
Storm is dressed in these kind of like just gorgeous silky like black robes, and just
She's so
has this beautiful just long white hair, and just a big like blowout. She woke up like this.
Same.
Woke up like this.
You see she kind of she looks out the window at the weather and how still and how cold it is, and just kind of like waves her hand, and then the clouds just part and the sun shines through the window.
That was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, you're welcome.
Are you gonna eat anything?
Yes.
The food's over there.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You're not very good at talking, are you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's really.
You see Emma just snorts under her breath.
Emma.
Yeah, I was just watching this interaction.
I'm gonna go get some. Do you want any
Scoffs at you.
toast?
No, I'm good.
Thank you. Do you want toast, Emma?
No, not at all.
I could go for some toast.
Okay, I'll get some toast.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You walk in on this scene.
Just absolute awkward shenanigans. And I do a really big yawn. Like, I just walk over to, is it like a buffet type deal going on, or is it like a...
There's a buffet, and then there's like a really big kind of round
bacon.
table where everyone's kind of sat eating.
I'll just go over to the eggs. And just spoonful of scrambled. You get the proteins in.
Yeah, protein.
I can't hit my protein.
Spoonful of
1,000 eggs.
Just a pile of eggs on a plate and just walk over.
So
And I'll-
Stone Cold.
I'll go and
When
sit
I was a man,
with
I ate 4 dozen eggs.
my
We
yeah,
want to help
my
me
new-
get large.
my new team.
And then
And I'll
I'll go
sit.
eat 5 dozen eggs. So I'm roughly this size.
Sorry, am I interrupting you?
No, I'm interrupting you. I apologize. Continue.
I'll go and walk over to Riot, who's singing a little tune. And
Yeah, I'm just like at the moment sitting awkwardly with Emma, like staring my coffee, just staring.
Yeah, you see her like little doppelgangers or like run to go like collect her breakfast and then like deliver it.
Who is this diva?
okay, yeah, I walk over to this and I go, yeah, no, never mind. And I'll go and sit with
A little sip of her espresso.
with
espresso.
is Wolverine down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go and sit with Wolverine, who I assume is just eating in silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is sat next to Jean, tried to hold up a conversation for a little bit, but got
Third
nervous.
wheeling.
And then just kind of focused on his breakfast.
Yeah, I'll sit across from that and yeah, just sit across from Jean and just yeah, just kind of say.
Yeah. I was gonna say as you sit, you see Wolverine just kind of just go. Just go back to eating.
Yeah.
Using his claws, just going.
There's a sausage on there, just you.
Yeah, I'll just pull up a chair and sit down. I'm not gonna start up a conversation, just eat in silence in this awkward embrace.
You just go over there and say nothing as you third wheel them.
Well, no, I'm assuming this is like like there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
They're not sitting off on a 2-person table and I'm joined in. Like, this is just that end of the table where I know not a lot of conversation's gonna kick off. So I'll just go and sit there rather than sit with Emma and her groupies. And
I'm not her groupie.
no, but she's got her
No,
groupies.
groupies don't have chairs; they just stand behind.
That's
her.
even worse. Yeah, Fang's just walking past that. He's got his plate of eggs.
You see Jean kind of like, oh, "How was your last mission?"
Yeah, we put on a good show. I think we all pulled together in the end. But yeah, there's definitely some things to learn about for the next time. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the playbook, I think.
And what was it again?
It was a kitten in a tree.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. It was actually a
like
really,
a big kitten.
no, it was just a really, really big,
Saber-tooth.
really big fight. There was lots of stuff. And yeah, we just
I mean, if you don't want to say, I can just like look at your memories of it.
yeah, go ahead. At
Yeah.
this point, it's just
She's just kind of like she does the thing. And she like looks into your brain and is like, oh, that is odd.
yeah. It wasn't a big mission.
And she kind of just like whispers something in Wolverine's ears. Wolverine just like,
With my heightened senses, can I hear what she says?
do you want to make a check?
First check!
Do you want to use the fucking rules of the game for a second?
So would you say this is vigilance?
Yeah, I'd say this. This is vigilant, surely.
Sure. Represents situational awareness, mindfulness, and discipline.
I'm pretty sure I get a upper hand
Oh.
because of heightened senses. Let me just check the cards. The character can
Heightened senses because you
have a. Yeah, I can roll an upper hand on that.
Edged.
Oh, I'll take the 3 rather than that 1. 7. 14 in total.
You hear Jean Grey whisper to Wolverine and says, I think you've got a bit of competition for most animalistic X-Men member. And he just kind of like scoffs and keeps eating.
I hear that.
It's like a flirtatious teasing thing between them.
Yeah, I hear that and like stop shoveling scrambled eggs in my mouth with my hands and then go and then just go back to it.
Fiend Grey.
You see Beast walks in, kind of like just gives you a little like salute, and walks over to Xavier and passes Xavier a cup of tea and just like a clipboard of stuff, and then kind of walks out. As Xavier looks around to you all. Good morning. How are you feeling?
Fine, why?
Sorry, I don't laugh in character.
And I know that there's been some concerns about the news recently, but I just wanted to let you all know that everything is under control. The Senate hearing is still going ahead despite what some news anchors have been saying. Are
Yes,
you...
we've still got a few days until that happens, right?
It's
That's
today.
fucking today?
No, yes, that's why. Yes, it's today. In like 5 hours.
Shit.
Yes.
And what have the news anchors been saying? Sorry?
There's been a lot of protests around our step forward in terms of the American education system. Because the whole hearing today revolves around us wanting mutant history to be taught, be mandatory in American schools, and because it's important that, like, you know, everybody grows up with all values and understands everybody. But it's often only pivoted towards one side of history, and we want to make sure that all sides of history are explored. But there has been a lot of protests and a lot of conspiracy theorists talking about something in regards to mutant cleansing.
And we needed to have that speech done for today?
Well, my plan was for the three of you three specifically, as new members of the X-Men, to come together and give speeches in front of the Senate as how the X-Men has changed and impacted your life, how mutant education has made you better people and helped you understand the whole world, not just, you know, segregated mutant life like Genosha.
Yeah, I can wing that.
Okay, I did tell you a month ago.
Yeah, I really left it to the last minute.
Yeah, I can tell.
Really left that to the last minute, didn't I? Yeah, I'm just gonna take my eggs. I'm gonna go work on that.
Okay.
Don't talk to me
It's
about
kind of like
all my
looks,
eggs ever again.
and then just like closes his eyes for a second, and it's like, go to Beast's lab, and he'll help you.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And you have your speeches prepped.
I can try my best. I'm not really a people talking person, but
I think it's incredibly important. There's a moth in here.
yeah.
Hello, little guy.
Moth is our newest
Moth.
X-Men. Our guest star for the campaign.
I was nearly going to play a moth character.
I figured I thought that it was quite important that a mutant such as yourself give an explanation on what it is like to live and exist in society as a human up until the late blooming stage that you experienced.
Yeah. I got that. I can always share my story. I don't know how eloquent I'll be with it, but
I think a few people will definitely feel a lot of heart towards your story, and if you can learn to love yourself as a mutant, then I'm sure everyone else can learn to love us too. And what did you have prepared?
Like, you're not even ready, Charles. It is truly something. It's gonna pull at heartstrings. It's gonna do everything you want it to do and more. It is dot points, I will say.
No, that's fine.
But
I mean,
I feel like I can really.
you have to feel the flow of
Yeah.
of
I
course.
just gotta be in the moment, you know. But I'll get them.
No, I have absolute full faith and trust in you. Genuinely.
Don't. I might. Really?
Yeah, of course.
It's really nice.
Look, today is yes, it's an important day, but it's more than just a hearing. It's an opportunity for us to show the world who we truly are, to challenge their fears and tell them our truth. So, as long as you tell them your truth, we'll all be okay. I can promise that. as he kind of turns around.
And Gritty's away.
Wheelchair Gritty.
He's in the kind of classic yellow floating wheelchair.
You can still Gritty. Don't care.
You see Storm kind of like look and senses a bit of worry in Xavier, and just kind of tags along as like, yeah, no matter how important the outcome of today is, we stand for each other, and our strength is our unity. Have a good morning, my X-Men. And dismisses the group as Xavier just goes off by himself.
I'm gonna get up and make my way to my dorm. Yar?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What do you do as you make your way to your dorm? / what is your plan when you get to your
Can
dorm?
I describe my dorm first?
Yeah, you can describe your dorm.
I walk into my dorm and you see that the sheets are very neatly made. Next to the door there is a armor stand where there is a full set of riot police gear with a riot shield. In the corner there is a desk, in front of it a map, circled on it places where crime hotspots usually occur. There are a few weights scattered around the room, and in the corner of the room there's a little box TV currently playing a boxing match on it. And she goes and sits at a desk in front of the little like notes that she's been writing about today, and she's just like reading them over to see if she can muster up the courage and the words for what she wants to get out today.
You hear over kind of like a small radio that you have in your bedroom, a kind of like news anchor.
Turn it up.
You hear like it's like, and with today being such an important day in mutant history, there is obviously a lot of people gathered outside of the Senate, where Senator Kelly will be combating Charles Xavier in mutant history and mutant rights. Today is a big day for what it means to be a mutant, but it is a big day for what it means to be a man in the world. This war against mutants and humans may finally come to an end. But there are those who oppose. There are those who speak of a cleansing initiative. There are those who speak of ways to fix the plague of mutant kind. We will see what the Senate has to say.
I sigh and then go back to the piece of paper in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'll just keep working on that until I'm interrupted otherwise.
You make your way downstairs. And you just hear this just wonderful Beethoven tune blasting over the speakers as you walk in on a big green bestial hulking body hanging
Green?
not green, oh my god,
Hulk?
blue,
Hulk?
fucking blue,
Oh my god, Hulk cameo! No.
I was like, what? He messed around and
Mark
turned himself
Ruffalo.
green.
Yeah, Michael
yeah, that's
Ruffalo.
fucking
What?
Beast Boy is what it actually
Yeah.
And
no,
Hulk.
blue, a big blue furry man hanging from the
a
ceiling
big
by
bear.
his feet,
Blue bear.
just scribbling away in his notebook. And just like, oh, Fang, you're here.
Yes, I run in, close the door, and I go, you know that thing I was working on, the speech for today?
Oh yes, about mutant rights and about your history and what it means to be an X-Men. Thrilling.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet. So
Why not?
Why?
Well, I thought I had more time. I kind of like
It's in
got stuck on a new
4.5
show.
hours.
I know I got stuck on a new show,
What,
and I kind of
what
just
show
like,
have you been watching?
what year is it?
It's this year. We'll say this year.
2024.
I
Yeah.
finally have caught up on Friends.
Oh! Yes, I watched that when it was airing.
Yeah,
It has been a while since I dived into the likes of Ross and Rachel.
the will they won't they had me.
Thrilling, right?
Honestly, it was insane. I wasn't allowed to watch TV as a kid.
Reminds me a lot of one of my favourite books, Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, but
I
like,
thought he was going to say Twilight.
but like, the problematic stuff. Anyway,
Oh, yes. Oh, no, of course.
the speech.
What inspires you, Fang? What makes you... What is your drive to be a mutant?
I don't want to be a mutant.
You remember when we spoke about not saying those things out loud?
In therapy?
Because, you know, in our time together, being your mentor, it is important that we learn to accept ourselves for who we are, no matter how we look. It's a ripple effect in society. How are we supposed to be accepted by others if we do not accept ourselves?
This is my mask to me all the time.
Do not say that to yourself.
I may be blue, but I love myself.
Someone quote that. I may be blue,
but I love
Definitely not green.
I may be
I may be fucking blue. Blue, I tell you.
I may be a little colorblind, but I love myself.
Hank, I know. I don't know why I was chosen to do this speech. I guess it's something to do with the fact that if I can accept myself looking the way I do, that other people will accept, like, you know, me for looking the way. But it's just.
It's because you've come so far.
It's what so far?
Since you arrived in Xavier's mansion, I mean the state that we found you in.
Yeah, I've stopped peeing everywhere.
Yes, but also,
Someone quote that. Someone quote that.
you've learned to love. Arguably more important than peeing everywhere.
I get what you're saying.
Uh-huh. Yes.
I guess today's not. The speech isn't for me. Fuck, I've really let Charles down.
I think you have a big brain.
You
You have-
train with a logic of 10.
You
Sweetie, 9.
You have a big heart. And I do not think that Xavier would have chose you to give such an important speech in front of the Senate today if he did not have full faith and trust in you. He is not a man that makes decisions lightly.
Yeah, I guess so.
You see, he kind of like was having this whole conversation with you, just like hung upside down from the ceiling, and then just like drops down.
That seems fun. I wish I could do that.
Walks over to a bookshelf, and
Picks out 12.
gets out
Slash
a
round.
book.
So,
Yeah.
1984.
You look at the pages, and it's empty.
It's just like a blank.
It's a journal.
Tome kind of thing.
I did not!
Um,
Mr. Electric! Send him to the principal's office. I got it spilled.
every time that you feel like you don't belong, I want you to write down 5 things that you love about yourself.
It's like a drinking game. Every time, take 5 shots.
Every time. You see Beast looks over to a shelf far off in the back of his laboratory, and you see like a 10-foot tall bookshelf covered in maybe about 50 books, all identical to that one.
Oh
and just looks back at you and goes, every time.
I kind of like look down at the book, look up at him, just like throw myself at him for a big hug, and then and like kind of like not push, but like kind of like take a step back and go, I'll do that, but I'll work on the speech.
Yes. Do also work on the speech.
Yeah.
I see you tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Hank. And I run off, tail to my legs.
Fable, where are you headed off to?
I'd probably just stay at the breakfast table for a while, just kind of like watching everyone around, kind of like trying to gauge where everyone else is at, like about this, like all the exceptional men.
Picking up social cues. The exceptional men.
Just seeing.
You see this kind of like scrawny,
She's gonna get scrawny.
short, blue and tailed man.
I know who that is. That's
slowly
Troy Sivan.
just like bamfing out of existence and then bamfing into existence near some of the like Emma Frost doubles, and then just like whispering something in their ear and then bamfing away, just making fun of them as all of the little Emma Frost children start like bickering with each other, thinking that they're all saying mean things to each other, but they're not. It's just Nightcrawler.
I was gonna say I've got no idea who that is. I've got no clue.
Another
Jennifer Lawrence? Question mark.
Another blue fairy man.
This motherfucker. Not Jennifer Lawrence. It is.
He's French.
Is it Alan Cummings? Is that the guy from Spy Kids?
Yeah.
From the first Spy Kids movie? Yeah.
He's in a few of them.
Oh.
Yeah. He is in a few of those. He does the fucking multiverse
Alan
thing at the end of Spy
Cummings,
Kids
smash.
3. Just shows up.
Yeah, Spy Kids 3, in a game of, 3 degrees of Kevin Bacon? Because there's so many big actors in that final scene. Just ticks off so many boxes when it comes to Kevin Bacon.
Thank you, Bridgekeeper, for the subscription. 3
That's
months.
very cool.
Subscribe.
Love you, Bridgekeeper XOXO.
That's
Just
I feel like
Loud and
provide
correct buzzer.
context. That's Hayden's sister.
Older sister.
Older sister.
Yeah. She's lovely.
Says, oh my gosh, hey peeps.
Oh my gosh, hi peep.
You see,
Hi. Beep.
Little Bob peep.
Gambit is kind of like
Call me the gambit.
is running his hands through Rogue's hair, and every like few
Don't.
seconds. every
Sorry, that was
Sorry, I apologise.
No, you honestly, right through my head, it was just a visceral like, no, I'm not
don't.
Rogue.
is running his hands through
Came
Rogue's
in
hair,
like this.
but is every few seconds she's just like inches back a little bit just to make sure that he doesn't touch her skin.
Abstinence.
As they kind of like wrap up their conversation, he kind of walks out. And she kind of turns to you. You doing all right, sugar?
I am
Sugar.
so good. So good.
You seem kind of lost in another world.
Lost in the sauce.
Other worlds you could say. I don't know. Just trying to kind of gauge where everyone's at with this. Whether they think it's gonna go well or not.
I mean, it's definitely a step in the right direction. I think education systems are the real end to understanding. Because changing the minds of the people that occupy this world is going to be hard, but raising a generation that will understand us and love us, that's our goal here. We don't want to... As X-Men, we don't fight for a world that we get to see. We fight for a world of the people who come after us. And when that day happens, there'll be no need for the X-Men. As long as we're still here, there's still work to be done.
Yeah. I just know how much people want this, you know? I don't want to... There's a lot riding on, I guess, this decision could mean a lot to a lot of mutants out there, and I just want to...
I mean, there's always other times that we can put this up again. If it doesn't get accepted, then we fight, we prove ourselves, and we turn their side.
Yeah, you're right. Doesn't all right on this moment. It's like one moment. It just feels like it does.
You see she kind of like tightens the glove on her hand and then kind of like extends her hand out to you.
Is that like allowed?
As long as I've got gloves on, then yeah. Kind of hold your hand. It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you do bad.
It matters.
You'll always get a second chance.
Okay. Thanks.
It's okay. Do you need a lift to the hearing later today?
Like you fly?
Carries you all the way there.
I would want nothing more than uppies from Rogue.
I will be honest with you. I was thinking that perhaps maybe I could drive, but we could fly there.
I've just never flown before, so that could be kind of cool.
Okay, yeah, no, I can fly you there.
You do fly, right? That's like a correct memory that the person playing me.
Yeah, I can fly.
Okay.
For people at home, Rogue's powers are that when somebody touches her skin, she absorbs their powers.
Oh shit.
And if she touches somebody for too long, she can kill them. Specifically, like humans, if she touches someone for too long, she can kill them. She came into her mutant powers when she first kissed her boyfriend growing up and killed him.
It's very sad.
Yes. And then at one point during her life, she drained the powers of Captain Marvel and has gained super strength and the ability to fly. So she has that on top of her mutant powers. So she wears gloves and avoids people touching her at all costs. Yeah, I can fly you there.
Yes.
Beautiful. As the next few hours go down, what do you guys do in preparation for the hearing?
I put on some NFL Match of the Week highlights and sit on my beanbag chair and scribble notes in the book that Hank gave me. And try to get somewhat of a speech, but also it's just like a bunch of random notes that I've like torn out of this book and then like scrunched up and thrown across the room. But I think they finally get to the point where the speech is done, and just kind of like without working on it too hard, and without working on it like working into the ground, just kind of folds up a piece of paper and puts it next to the door to not forget it when he leaves.
Beautiful. Just grab something for a second.
Yoink. Check, please. What was that, Tegan?
Can I please get a check?
I thought you like passed a kidney stone at first. Like you just went,
No, it's just my protagonist.
Guys,
Can I get the check?
there's an X-Man right behind me, isn't there?
We should have done really bad American accents through this whole thing.
I'm committing. It's not going well.
Hank McCoy,
Hey, Fang, how are you?
What do I do?
How are you doing, Fable?
I don't wanna be a mutant anymore, Hank.
Have you ever seen me without this hat on? Isn't that weird? slash ref.
What is that from?
Fit in.
Riverdale.
Oh my god, I'm a weirdo.
Have you ever seen me without this beanie on?
Isn't that weird?
I'm a bit-
Have you ever seen me without this X gene? Isn't that weird?
I'm a mutant. I don't fit in.
I don't fit in.
As
Hurry up, Jules. I can't keep this bit
you're
going.
flicking through the highlight reels, you kind of like slip on the remote and switch it back to just live television, and you see live footage from outside of the Senate building, as thousands of people are just stood outside chanting, just 4 words: we need a cure.
Is it like split down the middle, like there's 2 groups arguing, or is it like it's just one group protesting?
You sit and watch for a little bit, and you notice that it's mainly just one group kind of protesting, but in the crowd, you do see a few people kind of pipe up, and start to fight against what's being. So there's a cat yowling.
Sorry, Jules is giving this exposition, and all we can hear is.
It's like really aggressive, like.
Now the cat thinks we're making fun of them.
Cat's gone silent now.
You see a group of Morlocks show up. Morlocks are mutants that try not to exist in the public image, as they have mutations similar to Fang, similar to Beast, that physically affect them, that there's no way for them to disguise.
Did you say Morlock or Warlock?
Morlocks.
Morlocks.
MOR.
Okay.
MOR.
I was just confused, thank you.
That they are unable to hide. They have a big kind of community in the underground of New York. Show up to begin protesting, but things get aggressive pretty quickly. And you watch as police are called in to interfere as just an all-out brawl starts to break out.
Is this live?
Yes.
I sit on my couch and really lean in and just watch.
You see a group of about 10 Morlocks kind of push out of the crowd, trying to stand up for themselves, and a group of about 50 of the protesters kind of break out of the larger group and push towards these Morlocks as they just circle around them and just dogpile them. They storm in with shields and batons, pepper spray, and then just start dragging some presumably lifeless bodies of mutants out of the crowd.
Yeah, I just turn the TV off.
Hope you never find out I used to be a cop.
I know you're a cop.
Oh, dang it. Uh-oh. I was ex-cop. X.
What does the X and X-cop stand for?
Exceptional cop slash J. Means I got fined. That's what it means.
I'm on permanent leave.
I am.
job is
I'm
what that
indefinite.
means.
I lost my fucking job.
Right, turn in your your gun
My
and your badge.
gudge. Turn in my fucking gudge.
Your gun and your badge.
Put a heart in chat if you have a gudge.
Oh goodness. Everyone put gudges in chat.
Can we get some gudges in chat?
As you're getting the final pieces of your speech prepared, Rogue just like knocks on your door again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sugar, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to fly you today.
Oh, what?
We've been advised to take the Blackbird, the jet, security reasons.
Blackbird singing in the
Shit,
day.
is that bad?
It calmed down.
It calmed down from being that bad?
Yeah. They say they've got a landing pad that we can park on and walk in through the back.
Okay. I mean, that's flying of some sort, you know?
Yeah, I'll fly you another day. Promise.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She's kind of just like, gives you a little pinky. And you step aboard the Blackbird. This big
That's what I was saying.
jet.
Bird singing.
In the pilot seat. Who would be flying this thing? Because
I think
fucking
Beast should
Cyclops
fly
is
the
not
ship.
here. So probably Beast.
Yes!
Beast kind of gets into the driver's seat and is like, "Ready your seatbelts," and then kind of like looks around and is like, "Wolverine, I said put your seatbelt on. I know you can't die, but safety first."
Fun fact about Wolverine, I did not know.
He was
He doesn't like safety.
He doesn't want her seatbelt.
Yeah.
He's
OHS.
Canonically, Wolverine done wear a
Yeah.
He's an OHSA hazard.
HR hates him.
Tension is high.
Well,
I'm not allowed to look at you.
no!
The twin jet pulls in to a mix of curious and aggressive onlookers.
Tower has hit the twin jets.
There's a lot of members of the press kind of scattered around. You see these bright flashes of cameras as you pull up, and a lot of security that will kind of guide you through into the Senate building.
Are we all in like full X-Men attire?
Yeah, like you're wearing your X-Men suits. Like you all have kind of your own like unique outfits that you wear on your own day-to-day activity. But you are all dressed in your yellows and blues.
Yeah.
What would you want? Black leather? Slash
What
red?
would you rather?
That's a ref on a ref.
Octavia, would you like to turn on the camera?
Yeah, then we ought to do this, for sure.
If you scroll down,
Technology.
We have
if
technology.
you scroll and then hit that button right there.
Yeah!
Wahoo!
Welcome to
Wahoo!
the Senate.
My
We
minis
have
are on
all
display.
our little guys.
Shout out to Hayden for all the minis.
Yeah, shout out to
Kales is in there.
And Kale.
Kales is in here as
Kale.
well. Shout
Rest
out to
in peace.
Kale for
That day.
this one. And where is she? This one. Kitty Pride and Jean Grey. Lovely Kale.
Praise be my little
edition.
guys.
Your pride and joy.
Shout out to Nick for
Storm,
giving me some of them.
Emma Frost. The whole gang is here.
That's the one.
For one from Fortnite.
So many of
The
them
one
are
with
in
the bowl cut
Fortnite.
for a while.
The
there.
one and only Charles
What?
Xavier.
There was a
Glitch.
glitch where her
My
hair
hair.
stopped after
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
So
it
she
was
had like
bald.
bangs
I
and
thought it was
strands.
just me.
No,
No.
It was very gay. It was very Muna from like 5 years ago.
Muna, I don't know. Sorry.
keep your butt cheeks to yourself.
As the
That's a
senators,
good one.
as the senators kind of roll in,
Gang's all here.
you see one of the main oppositions to you guys as mutants is a guy named Robert Kelly, Senator Kelly, who's a United States senator, who is a big advocate for the implementation of the Mutant Registration Act, that all mutants need to be documented, and they need to be contained. You see that Xavier kind of stops at the main stand as you all kind of gather in the pews.
Well, one imagine. Sorry. Don't look at me like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed senators and friends, both old and new. Today we gather not merely to debate policies or agendas, but to forge a path toward a more unified, understanding world. It's little X-Men vocals then.
Yeah.
As mutants, we are often labeled as different, sometimes feared, often misunderstood. But we are not strangers. We are your family. your colleagues, your neighbors. We share the same dreams, the same hopes, and yes, the same struggles as you all. Throughout history, society has wrestled with change, with what it means to welcome those who are different. But the real strength of any civilization lies in its ability to embrace diversity, not as a threat, kind of looks out to you all, but as a gift. Together, humans and mutants can achieve extraordinary things. Imagine a world where our gifts work side by side, where our differences become our greatest strengths. I'm here today to ask for understanding, but also to remind us all that the responsibility of peace lies in every hand and in every heart. Only by embracing one another can we build a future where fear no longer has a place. A future where we, and generations to come, can live freely, without fear. I'd like to welcome some of the new recruits to the stand, to provide some personal insight into what it means to be a mutant and as to why it is important that people like them grow up knowing that they exist, that they are not wrong, that they are not different, that they will be okay. Please welcome Fable to the stand.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hello, Senate. It's nice.
Greetings, gamers. Hi, Senator. Sorry.
It's nice to be here, and I thank you for the opportunity to do so. But truly, it's an honor. Hello to everyone, I don't know, watching as well. Yeah, so I'm here to kind of give some insight into why I believe it's important that the whole world gets an education on mutant history, not just us. The heart of it all is compassion and empathy. Something that I know is an inherently human experience is to feel these things. But I think where we differ in our understandings is that it's a very mutant feeling as well. It is just part of existing on this planet, and they don't have to exist in separation. We can have empathy for each other and grow, and I think it will make the world a better place. When I was a kid, I saw something terrible happen. Two mutants attacked out of nowhere by humankind, and I don't necessarily blame the two people that did it. You know, I think we come from a world where fear is taught, and inherently that's the education people are getting. So this experience, it was very cruel and mindless violence. And I think it could have been prevented, very honestly. Have people learn earlier about not just you know, the big, you know, you hear about the X-Men and you hear about the stuff that happens on TV, but to hear about our general successes as mutant kind and our shortcomings even, and like history like yours, I think only in conjoining it together within our education can we have empathy and compassion for human experience. It's how we learn.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
You see Senator Kelly kind of just like sits up in his chair and leans in towards his mic. Beautiful speech.
Thank you.
Really
I worked really
touching.
hard. Yeah.
Just so the room's aware, do you mind telling us what your unique abilities are?
Is it relevant?
Well, if we're supposed to understand you to a degree, it does seem relevant.
Understand me.
And trust.
Yeah. Okay.
What is your specific mutation?
I deal with people's memories.
In what sense?
In many different senses. Sometimes things are a lot for us to bear. As people, experiences can be too much, and we can try and heal from them, but they always have a way of coming back at hard times, and I can help people heal from that, kind of rewrite their own stories.
So you're saying that if somebody has a vicious emotional reaction to something, that you can make them believe that the thing that triggered that never happened?
I mean, I could
You can wipe memories.
do.
In layman's terms, that's what you do.
Yes.
So, for example, there's nothing stopping you from walking into a family's house and making a father forget that he ever had children.
Nothing stopping me except the fact that I wouldn't do it.
Cool. Who else was speaking?
I'll stand up if you're not.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Stands yours.
I'll walk towards the stand and just kind of,
the microphone.
I'll walk towards the stand. I'll walk towards the stand and pass Fable and just kind of give you a walk past like a hand on the shoulder, like and whispering like you did good. Again, everyone here, everyone listening at home, everyone watching at home, change needs to be made. If we keep doing what we've always done, we'll always get what we always got. And I have grown up. I didn't know about mutants. I had no idea. My first experience with a mutant was in the mirror. So imagine the difference my life and a lot of other people's lives would be if the knowledge of the past was readily available and people know about mutants, because whether anyone in this room or anyone out of this room likes it or not, mutants are here, and I hope that they're here to stay. And with the information given and learning about what it actually means to be a mutant, the fact that it's not a choice, people will know that it's not something to be afraid of. And people don't have to live in fear of mutants because they know it's not a choice. It's not something that they woke up one morning and went, I'm gonna do something that no one else around me has ever done before, because it's just not something that anyone knows about. So, to keep it short and sweet, because I would be retouching on the points that my colleague has already mentioned. People fear what they don't understand. So, I think we should take steps to making sure people do understand. Thank you.
You see, like, Beast just, like, stands up and just leads a round of applause. As Kelly just kind of just nods to dismiss you.
Oh, I noticed you didn't, Senator, if I may, I noticed you didn't ask me my mutation.
I just think that's kind of obvious.
Oh, so, okay, yeah. The obvious fact that my mutation is fear manipulation.
Your mutation is fear manipulation?
The amount of rooms I've walked into and people have turned away or walked away scared, that's essentially my mutation.
I think that's enough.
I walk away.
You just, like, sat at the back. Wolverine just kind of turns to you and goes, "Give him hell, bub." And just, like, slaps you on the back.
Just a quick question. What city are we in?
You're in New York.
Okay. Alright, I'll go make my way up over to the stand. And as I get up, I just want to scan my eyes around the room to see if the commissioner of the police department is here.
Yeah, absolutely. Make a vigilance check.
Wow!
Yeah!
Get the dice out!
Because vigilance represents situational awareness, mindfulness, and discipline.
11.
It's also the V in Marvel.
You see a collection of police, primarily here for security. You do see a few, like, police chiefs in the crowd. As you're making your way over, you can't make out any faces specifically.
Okay. First of all, I would just like to extend my thanks to those here, gathered here today, and those listening at home for giving us the platform to speak. Some of you probably have heard rumblings, whether it be from my work as an X-Men or as a vigilante, as the name Riot, but most of you will know me as Officer Mackenzie Lawson, daughter of David Lawson of the NCPD. My mutation was a rare case where it awoke later in life and it laid dormant for a few years. It wasn't until I was 26 where it awoke in me. Driven by my father's sense of justice, I joined the police force to serve the public trust and uphold peace and order within our city. And I did a pretty good job at it. One day, I was assisting negotiations under a hostage situation where an extremist mutant called Cassandra Nova took human hostages. At the scene, we were negotiating with said Cassandra, but things went a bit AWOL. Threatening the hostages, I threw myself in the line of fire to protect them. And in this split second, my mutation awakened. For those of you who don't know, my mutation allows me to create energy barriers, kinetic forces to protect people. I was running off of pure adrenaline, and in this newfound state, unfortunately, it was not strong enough to protect against Cassandra's onslaught. And whilst I managed to save a few hostages, my barrier broke and innocent lives were lost that day. The media, not knowing or not caring about the situation, labeled me as an accomplice to Cassandra Nova, and I was laid off the force. Lost in my life, not knowing any more mutants, but not wanting to give up my servitude to the public, I became a vigilante. I donned my old gear in the hopes that I could still represent what I once worked for, and I did long patrols at night where I saved countless civilian lives from muggings and various other crimes. This lasted until about a few months ago, where the X-Men picked up on me. They took me in, taught me how to strengthen and better control my barriers, and have welcomed me with open arms. I think that it's only fair that mutants should be given the time and the space to share their stories, because otherwise humanity twists us into monsters when it is not their place to tell our stories.
You make a few good points that I do want to pick up on. First, I would like to thank you all and Xavier for your words. Words that, must admit, are as eloquent as they are ambitious. With the Senator's approval, I think it's best that we look through this situation with a more realistic lens. You say mutants are like us. But the fact remains that some of you have powers beyond what any human can even comprehend, much less control. And we've seen the consequences of that time and time again. Bringing up Cassandra Nova is a brilliant point, because I doubt anybody in this room doesn't remember the time that she committed an act of genocide so great that she wiped out 12 million mutants, her own kind. Xavier, that's your sister, right? Like your blood relative, that's...
Senator, if you
Sorry, I was still talking. An entire mutant homeland gone, obliterated in one fell sweep. When conflicts between mutants escalate, the stakes are catastrophic, and we're supposed to just trust that people with such abilities will choose, kind of looks over at Fable, choose to not wield them against people around them. Professor, with all due respect, that's a leap of faith most of us simply can't afford to take. Now, you speak of unity and you speak of peace. How can we talk about unity when the very existence of mutants brings a risk to ordinary citizens, a risk to public safety? Now, this is not about hate. It's about protection. It's about giving the average man the right to live his life without fear. I respect your vision. I truly do. But before we ask people to trust in a world where the balance of power is so fucking uneven, we need assurances. Real assurances that we're protected from any potential threat posed by mutants, no matter how good their intentions. Until we have those, I simply cannot, in good conscience, support granting mutants the same unrestricted freedoms. I fear the stakes are too high. This kind of silence falls over the room. You see one of the other senators goes to interject. But is abruptly interrupted by the entire wall to the front of this Senate hall being completely blown apart. And as this explosion just sheds debris into the crowd, we're gonna take a break.
Oh, thank God. I need a piss real bad.
Oh my day.
That's such
We
a...
will see you in 15 minutes. Thank you for sticking with us
I have
for the
thoughts.
first half of X-Men Forgotten.
You already.
favourite song.
I missed you, XOXO. The Exceptional Men theme song.
Is that what it was?
No. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
The rendition was phenomenal.
I'm gonna force Tegan to watch the rest of X-Men 97, we promise.
When do we go back on stream?
Now.
I will be watching the
Silly
X-Men
Billy.
films this Wednesday.
All of them?
Well,
That's a big
who's
day.
to
That's a
say?
big day.
I don't know.
That's a
Taylor
big
and I
day.
haven't planned the whole day.
X1 and X2. Big.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. Best movie. It's horrific.
I don't know if I can actually stand to watch Hugh Jackman for that long, but that is the one
And it's
that
got Deadpool in
Troye
it.
Sivan is in, right?
Yes, that's the one that Troye Sivan is in. Troye Sivan, canonically,
Played young
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
That's
Played
actually one of the
Wolverine.
only scenes of X-Men I have watched is the
Cowboy
Troye
Kids
Sivan.
99 says at least one of
Is
them.
everything you ever want. Is everything you ever need.
I dare you to watch the Jeremy Jordan British Showman
Well, we
video
should
and
probably
tell me
welcome
that
back the
you
audience,
look
right?
at Hugh Jackman the same.
Welcome back to X-Men Modern!
And
send
welcome
it.
back.
Welcome back.
Blah, blah, blah.
Last we left off.
Blah, blah,
Last we left off, our wonderful group of X-Men had attended a hearing at the Senate about mutant rights and mutant education. But they were rudely interrupted by a fucking wall
That's a
blowing
bit rude,
up.
innit?
Right as Senator Kelly was being like, yeah, no, fuck your rights, bing bong.
Fuck your life.
Bing
Bing
bong.
bong.
Throwback.
The
Yeah, that
wall
takes-
exploded. It is now battle time.
What was that?
It is time to battle. But what, my dear viewers? What?
What has
Oh my God,
busted
it's
through
The fuck are they fighting?
It's happening.
Like you want to roll initiative.
Oh my lord.
It's happening.
Are you okay?
So, as I explained before, we are using the Marvel Multiverse TTRPG system. It is 3d6s. We've hardly
yeah.
played it, so we are learning on the spot.
Oh, unlucky.
It's because I don't have F in my hero name.
Yeah, bad F and luck.
Fight it.
Freak you.
Why are we scissoring?
20 minutes
It's
into
magical.
that was a magical.
Shit.
It's like that scene in
That's-
Deadpool too, like when he's like.
That's a 6, right?
So
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Say that again?
Fantastic 6. So,
So-
what that means is we get to go in a fun initiative round. We go before everyone else.
You both got
Correctamundi.
Fantastics.
What numbers did you get though?
My total was 6, 6, 3, so 15.
That was close.
okay. So we have Fang with a 15. We have Fable with a 14, and we have
16!
right
Isn't
around
that cute? 16, 15, 14.
Very nice.
Yeah.
16.
16.
Oh, Hayden, you're mashing my freak and I love it.
I actually watched.
So exciting.
Sorry, I watched the High School Musical 3 movie not so long ago, plus the commentary track over it.
17.
So exciting.
Alrighty.
Whatever.
So the way that rolling initiative in the Marvel Multiverse game works is that you have 3 dice and you roll your 3 dice, but one of them is a special little red dice. And if you roll the Marvel symbol on the special little red dice, you get to go in a surprise round of initiative where you get to get attacks in before the other guys do.
Don't we need to choose a team maneuver and a catchphrase as well?
Technically, you were supposed to pick that before this even started.
I know what our catchphrase is.
We have a team maneuver. We picked it last time.
There
What,
we
what
go.
We
is it?
liked it was the rally one.
Rally one, what does that do?
We give the enemy trouble for the round,
Mhm.
and the cost of it, I'm pretty sure, was 5 focus each.
So rally, we'll do that.
There is a lot of team mechanics in this game. Specifically, one thing where your team can have a team maneuver.
Cost.
And at one point during combat,
What
you
level
can-
is it, or does that not matter?
You can initiate your team maneuver.
I'm gonna just check the fan
and do your fucking cool thing.
core rulebook.
And yes.
Oh no, they're so far away. The peanut M&Ms.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just.
Oh, rest in peace to the peanut M&Ms.
Rest in peace, the peanut M&Ms.
Um,
Hi, I'm an X-Men. My name is Jennifer Coolidge.
I killed Jennifer
I'm
Coolidge.
Wolverine.
Destroy Jennifer Coolidge.
Can we get a rest in peace Jennifer Coolidge in the chat, please?
Oh, because Hayden killed her. I was like, Jennifer Coolidge is dead. No one told me. She's very much alive.
Keep up with the bit, Jules.
She's very
Come on.
much alive.
All right. Before this happens, before you figure this out, Hayden, I'm going to describe to you the scene that you look upon as you go for your turn. Poking its ginormous head through the wall is a metallic, reddish, purple robot. One of the biggest you've ever seen.
Are you using psychic powers right now?
What is it?
What is it, Tegan?
Tegan, what is it? What is it, Tegan?
It's Magneto in Fortnite was red and purple. So
No, it's not
No, it's not Magneto. It's a giant robot head, Tegan.
It's huge. It's a huge
I
robot.
thought maybe Magneto.
We talked about
he's
this
metal,
maybe
right?
5
We
minutes
talked
Yeah.
about this 5 minutes ago. It's a massive mutant-killing
It's a
robot.
centennial.
It's a centennial.
It's a centennial.
It's a 100-year celebration.
Standing in the doorway is a sentinel. Something.
It's a centennial.
This sentinel is so gigantic that I cannot physically display it in mini form.
AKA Jules
the
doesn't have a
camera
mini.
right now is its POV. So you are looking through its eyes. Right?
Please don't kill us. Please don't.
POV, you're a sentinel busting in on a senator
you're
here.
You're a sentinel busting.
Busting in on
But I'm better.
fucking
I'm about to
group.
Oh.
I'm about to butt.
Fang, you are sat
Your turn.
next to the wonderful Kitty Pride. This pretty young, long brown haired girl who has this weird, kind of purple-esque draconic creature kind of crawling over her shoulder.
This is Giggle
as she
Shit,
kind
isn't it?
of-
Or whatever his name is.
Lockheed.
Giggle shit? Lockheed.
Giggle shit, otherwise known as Lockheed. The dragon.
The dragon. She kind of looks around in fear. She gets a turn before you, and she just immediately just like phases through the floor
Oh, we're running?
and disappears.
Oh, we're running.
She's one of us.
She's one of you guys. She's an X-Men.
Oh, she's one of
Her power is that she can phase through solid objects. So she just makes herself
She's running.
phase through the floor.
She's running.
She's gone.
Running.
And running.
You have seen her in action before. She does have a habit of disappearing and then reappearing later to get the surprise. So it is. You're unsure whether this is her running or whether this is her setting up an attack.
After she.
Kitty, are we oh, you're gone.
Go on.
After she just. that's all you
Lockheed just
hear from
looks
the
at you and just flies off.
Like a little scared seagull.
Little scared seagull.
After this, you hear from the corner of the room is, "Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!"
Not bitch.
Slash ref.
Slash ref.
There's be so many X-Men references.
That is all you get until it is your turn.
Just thinking.
Ew.
Kitty Pride.
How fucking
Kale,
high
great
did
job. Thank you, Kale.
Thank you, Kale. Shout out to Kale.
gorgeous, gorgeous girly. She's gone.
Mwah. Rest in peace. Not rest in
If
peace.
you look
but
really,
rest in
really
peace.
closely, Lockheed is also there. She's gone.
Giggle shit.
Giggle shit.
Giggle shit.
What do you do?
It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits.
Tegan's holding on for dear life. Anyway, what do you do?
I am going to run over. What are the
You
senators
sexy
doing?
beast.
You gonna what?
What are the senators doing?
The senators have not yet been able to act, but they look like they're ready to get the fuck out of here. The way that this works is that there is the door that you entered through, and the Blackbird is all the way on the other side of the room, all the way at the back.
I would like to run full speed, using my action to do movement or anything that I need to give to do that, to run and get between the Sentinel and the Senators.
For sure. How many spaces?
So I can move 5, but I'll do a dash action or a movement action to move 10 and run towards the Senators to try and like block them.
Absolutely. You run, kind of bolt
all
your way.
fours.
You look towards this massive sentinel. In front of you is Charles Xavier, who has just gone back up to the stand before this before this has happened. He's also turned around to face the Sentinel, and you are kind of stood, Xavier in front of you, and Senators behind you.
Actually, with that in mind, I will put myself between the Sentinels and Charles.
Yeah, you want to go in front?
I'll go in front of Charles.
Right in front of Charles.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous Fang Mini.
Canonically.
Canonically. And that's your turn. As you run most of your way and you make just complete. You just look into the eyes of this massive Sentinel. These cold, dead, robotic eyes, as its face just takes up the entire wall.
And this is... Would we haven't encountered Sentinels before?
No.
But like Sentinels have been a thing for a while.
Sentinels have been a thing for a while. Sentinels were started by being invented by kind of like underground government groups to kill mutants or sequester and subdue mutants. They are these massive robots that have the ability to detect the mutant gene in a person and subdue them. This is a colossal.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. This is bigger than anyone we've
Sentinel.
ever seen.
Yeah, this is bigger than anyone you've ever heard of. That is your turn.
Yep.
Fable. You get a fantastic success on your initiative. You get to act before everyone else. What would you like to do?
So not me asking a logistical question already. Does distance matter if it doesn't say it does? Like, because it's like normally in D&D you've got like, you have
Line
to
of,
be within...
is it line of sight or is it...
doesn't
Yeah,
say
as far as I
What are
can
you
tell,
looking
most of
for?
the stuff in this is that like is as long as you can see someone, you do it unless it's a melee thing. Therefore, you have to be within one.
There is no limit to the distance.
Oh, that was
It says it on the card.
It's okay, we're learning.
Reading the card explains the card.
No, it's like it's about
I
half.
could have sworn I
That's okay.
It's about halfway down.
We've printed out little you kind of spell cards for people's powers, these superhero powers that you would have on your
So
character sheet.
there is a limitation.
Also,
Oh yeah.
You have to be in the same dimension.
Oh. We have to be in the same dimension.
Yeah.
Also, in Tegan's defense, I saw a glimpse of the card, and like the wording on it, it was like a paragraph that, like, in tiny writing, but it was this long.
It's ooge. It's
Yeah.
ooge. I've got one. It's like you hit someone in the shin.
And that's it.
I've got one that's like, you're just strong.
You are on the same dimension as this Sentinel.
Okay.
You may
What you doing?
absolutely.
Is there like any like vibrations that the like robot kind of hand has like given through the floor? Or anything like that?
Like there's like the aftershock of the explosion, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to like kind of press my hand on the floor and look at whatever I can see of this creature in its eyes. To try to connect with it through the feeling on the floor. I'm going to try and establish a telepathic link between the two of us.
Hacking into the mainframe.
Which I need to do.
Fiend.
The character can make a logic check
Fiend.
against the target's vigilance defense.
Fiend. Sorry.
Someone pick me up.
So I'm making a logic check. You're making
A vigilance?
vigilance check.
I think the
Absolutely.
Sentinel might be pretty vigilant.
I think I'm doing.
I think this Sentinel might be pretty vigilant.
Is this this doesn't count as damage.
Vigilance check is
It'll just be that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Math 15.
It's gonna be like
No, wait. Mine was logic. It's still 15.
smart. Big brained.
60.
Dang it.
What
Aww.
a great number.
60.
That was my initiative.
Teenage girl. So I presume you do not
No.
establish
But
telepathic link
wait.
with this.
On a failure, the character cannot attempt to communicate with this target in this way for the rest of the
For the rest of the fucking day. He's not gonna be here till tomorrow.
You don't know that.
Fable's like,
Wait, you got now?
that's alright. I'll see you in 24 hours.
So far,
Beautiful. Those are the fantastic successes for the round.
We usually test these.
We are going to go into the normal initiative, starting with the Sentinel.
Oh goodness.
Beg your pardon?
As the Sentinel's cold, unfeeling gaze sweeps around the room, its speakers crackle to life. And a calculated, mechanized voice fills the room. Attention, citizens. Humanity's survival is paramount. By authority of the Cleansing Initiative, all mutants are hereby designated as threats to public safety and biological integrity. Mutant gene expression will be neutralized. To protect human life, Phase 1, initiate pathogen dispersal. With a hiss, the compartment in the Sentinel's chest opens, revealing a small canister labeled with ominous biohazard markings. A toxic mist begins to fill the room, filling the air with a faint greenish haze. See a little canister.
Prop hunt, no.
The canister clatters to the floor with a hollow sound, rolling until it stops behind Logan. This little guy right here, that's Wolverine right there.
He's only little.
He's only little, he's only a baby.
He's got 5 foot, if that.
He's
You-
5'3".
Actually,
Oh,
you would
buddy.
have just gotten off the stand, so I'm going to move you to be over here. Just so you know.
Okay.
You should know this too.
You should know this too.
You should know this too.
Get out of there.
Sorry.
Instinctively, Wolverine whips out his claws.
Oh my god, buddy, you're not gonna... 1v1.
slashing.
You see
Yeah.
just this like glint of adamantium shining through this like hazy green mist as he just kind of rises and looks up at the Sentinel. Think this gas will stop me? No chance, bub. And then just starts like powering through towards the Sentinel. But as the virus begins its deadly work, Wolverine's face tightens,
Oh.
his body
Oh.
faltering as the mist tears through him. His skin pales to an unnatural shade, veins darkening beneath the surface. With each staggered breath, he fights to stay upright, his strength ebbing away as the toxins spread, claiming him one cell at a time.
Oh shit. That's not good.
Yeah, thanks.
Someone just said, nah, he regenerate.
Nah, he regenerate. Nah. Dodges.
Nah, he's good as.
Dropping to one knee, Wolverine looks at you all. His gaze is fierce, even as he sinks to the ground. There's a somber fire in his eyes, a reminder of the battles fought, countless lives saved, his fierce loyalty to a world that never understood him. A world that now turns to you, his X-Men. To finish what he can no longer continue, his voice, rough and ragged, rings out. They won't stop. You gotta finish this. For all of us. With a final, labored breath, Wolverine collapses.
Oh shit.
His still form framed by the lingering green haze and that haunting silence, his message hangs heavy in the air. The torch has passed. The responsibility to fight, to protect, to survive rests on your shoulders. And as this mist eradicates Wolverine's mutant gene, he falls to the ground dead.
Oh, that's not meant to happen.
That literally doesn't
Isn't he
happen.
literally meant to stay alive?
He's literally unkillable.
He's literally
Oh my
unkillable.
God,
That's what you
really?
said earlier in the session, that he couldn't die, so what the fuck?
Actually,
I've seen several media uses with reaction cosmetics.
Well, according to X-Men Chapter 17, issue number 674, Dodgers.
Yeah, Fang just yells out, "This is fucked, run."
Right.
oh dear.
Right, what's the
you like to do?
motherfucking situation?
This green mist is spreading through the crowd. You see that it is making its ways to Storm Emma, Psylocke, Domino, slowly getting over to Jean Grey and Nightcrawler, as they all just begin to start like coughing and sputtering. Fuck.
Where is the nearest exit to me?
All the way at the back here.
I can't see it back
So
there.
far away.
So far
Like,
away.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 spaces away.
Can I... How many actions do we have in a turn? 2?
1?
1?
Oh.
1? I thought it was 2.
No, you can move
You can move. Ah, okay.
Oh, yes, that's it. You can move and yeah.
Yeah.
and then dash.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not cut out for this sort of thing, so I'm gonna
Your
use...
shield can't absorb gas.
No?
Oh.
Not unless Jules rules it that way.
Your shield can absorb gas.
I'm gonna use my action to move. I'm gonna move 10 spaces towards that door, Jules. Just I'm gonna start dipping. Like as I'm going, I'm just gonna shout like, everyone out now!
You just bolt past Xavier, past Fang. Looking to your right, you see Fable, Gambit, and Rogue, and you just kind of like dive over the senator's big table, and just kind of collapse on the floor in between two of the senators.
I need a breather.
As some X-Men begin to scatter, Fang, what would you like to do?
Knowing what I know about Charles, how fast is his wheelchair?
Pretty fast, actually. It's pretty sick.
Okay.
It's pretty. What is that beeping?
I'm a lapdog.
It's your heart
I can't
monitor.
help it. Yeah, he can be really speedy at times.
Okay.
He's good.
That's fine. I was gonna pull him out of his wheelchair and run with him.
10 bits and we turn off Jules' heart monitor.
I was gonna
Yoink
backpack.
him. Nah,
Backpack Charles.
he's chilling.
Who? Nah, I just have to run. Yeah, run another 10 feet or 10 spaces towards the exit.
Yeah, you.
Are there any windows closer between me and the door?
No.
No, there's no windows.
No, it's a closed off room. You also managed to jump over this table and you land right next to Riot.
You're right.
Yeah, I haven't breathed it in yet. Can we make a door? Like, make an exit?
Yeah, look, there's just one over there.
No, I mean like one closer. To get these people out.
Sure, we can try.
That's awesome.
Fable. You see Rogue kind of grab Gambit by like the scruff of his neck, and like fly him out into the center of the room, as he is going to attempt to throw some fucking cards and explode some holes in some walls.
That's what Gambit can do.
Gambit's powers is like channeling like kinetic energy into things, and he's a card thrower at heart, so he channels his little energy pulses into cards and then throws them, and they go boom.
I trust the
I
cards.
was meant to ask him, but that's what he does.
I trust the cards.
Not great.
Make a move.
You see a few cards do like make impact with a wall, but don't seem to make it like a full exit, just like little holes. But he does manage to make another exit right behind you, as just the wall behind you just goes poof. And you are just kind of met with a just massive group of protesters on the other side that just look on in shock and are like screaming and running already.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, they saw the Sentinel.
Thank God they're not running towards us.
Yeah,
or
that's
we'd
what I
be
thought.
fucked.
Are trying to get away, but there is thousands of them. What would you like to do?
Gonna look at Rogue for a second. And be like, what, am I just meant to leave? You?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how helpful you're gonna be here.
Okay.
Not in like a mean way. Just
No, I know.
prioritize keeping you safe.
Okay. Run out the hole.
As you start to run out and make your way through to the crowd, you hear these like from behind you as Nightcrawler just kind of starts frantically running over to people, just coughing and spluttering and like grabbing onto them and then bouncing them out and then bouncing back in, and like is the only person willingly going into the mist to get people out, and grabs a hold of Jean Grey. That's Nightcrawler. That's Jean Grey, looking gorgeous, looking stunning, and pulls Jean out.
Little like dress to impress runway, just.
Probably 28.
All right, spawns back in next to Emma. The Sentinel, on its turn, leaves.
Oh.
So it came in, dropped the canister, and fucked off.
And just walks away.
Surely we'd hear a fucking massive robot going.
The
He's got his
gas
Heelys on. He's just out.
starts to make its way even further. You see Charles is kind of like backed up a bit towards,
Put in reversed hair.
towards Rogue and
Phenomenal
Gambit.
rush.
And you just hear his voice echo out. Get out while you still can. Head home. Be safe. And then you, as his voice cuts off, you just hear it.
Fuck. Xavier, no. Put in reversed hair.
Put it more in reverse
The
here.
impression that he had more to say, but he couldn't.
He psychically coughed
That-
at us.
He lost the ability to.
We're gonna get psychic COVID.
Devices, lost connection.
Battery
Fuck, you
low.
can kill off Wolverine and Charles in one go.
I'm gonna do whatever I want. It's my
What about the
campaign. Riot.
Where's the closest wall to
What's
me?
the campaign called, Hayden?
X-Men.
X-Men I Forgot.
I forgot.
I don't know, I don't remember it.
Where's the nearest wall to me?
Where's the nearest wall to you?
But I
The
remember
door
that.
out back.
Oh, well, no, I meant not door, wall.
Oh,
Sorry.
wall? There's like one over to the right. You're equal distance from the door, and then like the wall to the right of you.
Okay.
Can you throw me at the wall?
Would that deal a lot of damage? Yeah. Let me double check.
Let's do the fastball special in episode 1.
fastball special. You need to succeed on an agility check.
Yeah, we'll do it.
You sure? I don't
know.
want to fuck this up and kill you.
Ally throws character at an enemy and succeeds in an agility check.
So I had another idea which
So
would be
no,
more...
but you just have to beat the agility check of a wall. You just have to agility check a wall.
Do we know what the agility check of a wall is, Jules?
Yeah, I can figure that out for sure.
Would it be difficult, judging by... Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
huck me at the damaged part of the wall where where Gambit made little holes.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
throw me at
Okay.
that.
I'm gonna just turn to Fang and be like, ready?
Yeah.
And I'll like pick him up by the scruff and the tail, do like a little...
I have clothes on.
I pick him
Grab
up
him
by
by my
his
jersey.
clothes, and I do like a hammer spin and then throw him to the wall.
My cheeks like. Blah, blah, blah.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, that was a 6. Not a 6, a 5. Oh, whoops. 11, 15.
Plus your agility.
0.
Oh, so 15.
Yeah. 15 to yeet this fucking werewolf at the wall. You're gonna be a wolf now.
A wolf?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes, for sure. You fling Fang into this wall
Such an Elastigirl reference.
Bob, front of me!
and just crashes into the side of it.
Does it
and
break?
And the wall just splits and cracks and then makes like a small kind of like 3-foot hole.
We can fit through that, right? Yeah. Okay. Everyone out through there now.
Do I get close? Because the effect is
I make a close attack at the enemy on success, double damage. On fantastic success, triple damage.
For you being thrown into the
Yeah,
wall.
my reaction is to be thrown.
You go for it.
Could make a
See
bigger
if you can
hole
make
in
this
the
bigger.
wall. Ooh,
That's not good at all.
Snake eyes!
So,
Urgh.
6,
Shout out Nightmare Before Christmas.
11.
I'm gonna stick with the 3-foot hole,
Yeah,
I
alright.
think.
Yeah.
Big enough for some to get through.
Do I have enough movement to like dip through the wall?
Yeah, that was an action, and you can. What is your movement?
5 spaces.
Did I get thrown through the wall or into the wall?
Into the wall. You kind of like bounced off of it, and then the wall crumbled behind you. You can get up to Fang on the floor, but you cannot
Right.
get through.
I'm gonna.
But
I'm
you're
gonna,
right next to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to Fang then and be like, "You alright, buddy?
Just birds.
You'll live." Alright, that's me turn.
Beautiful.
Just thrown
Fang.
head first into a wall.
I was just gonna bash the wall, but you you have some brilliant ideas.
Well, it got me closer to the wall too.
Oh, so it's for your own personal gain.
You see at this point, Colossus. This Colossus, everybody.
Thanks, Nick.
Oh, he's made of metal. Surely he can't die. Slash S.
You can't breathe it in because
Has been like punching a hole into the wall behind him.
I'm
and,
metal.
and him,
Mother Russia.
Bishop, and Beast all just like managed to make it out.
Yes.
Bishop got out.
Bishop got out.
Yes. So did. What about Beast? Your mentor.
Oh yeah, Beast too.
Oh yeah.
We haven't interacted with Bishop at all, and you're like, yes, Bishop.
The people who have not made it out are you guys, Gambit Rogue, Storm, Emma, Nightcrawler, Psylocke, and Domino.
If
People
you,
with interesting accents.
And Xavier.
if Storm,
No, I'm kidding. Who else has made it out?
if Storm doesn't make it out of this alive, I'm going to sob. Please.
Not our
Me
queen.
too.
You should have fastball special.
She was far on the other side of the room.
She was on the other side of the room.
Whose turn is it?
It is Fang's turn.
Bang. I will. Yeah, make the wall bigger. I guess. Just.
I mean, not the wall. Make the hole in the
They should
wall.
make it.
Make the wall. Yeah. So
Do some carpentry,
I'm gonna fix the wall.
Make a melee
Yes.
attack on the wall.
I will.
What you doing?
Let's see what I got. I'll leg sweep the wall.
Tegan's gonna telepathically communicate with the wall. Open up your feelings.
The joy of Hayden having so many X-Men miniatures, only for them all to just
Fucking die.
die in the
I will
first episode.
I will spend 5 focus. I will do a chain strike.
Uh-huh.
So the character makes a close attack with a upper hand. Helping hand.
With an upper hand.
Upper hand. If the attack is a
With the
success, the enemy
Upper
takes regular damage. On a fantastic success, the character can also make an additional chain strike. So I'm just going into a frenzy and could potentially just keep going.
Absolutely. Doing a very similar thing to what Colossus
What's your
is
battle
doing
cry?
to the other side.
My battle cry.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah. Go for it.
32, 28, hut! Ah, fuck. Oh, whoa.
Oh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, I'll take
That's
that.
much better.
16 plus 21 to hit the wall.
To hit the wall, you absolutely hit the wall.
Okay, cool.
20.
So it's not a fantastic success, so I only do 1.
The way that this game works is that you roll your 3 dice to see if you hit, and then you take the I believe it's the red dice.
Yes.
You take the number of the red dice and times that by whatever your modifier is on that like skill that you're using. So your roll to hit and your roll for damage are all in the same. Which is pretty sick. Don't have to roll
So
twice.
I rolled a 6 on my Marvel die, so it
Yep.
times is 6 by 4,
Yep.
which is 24.
Uh-huh.
No, it's times by 5.
Multiplication.
So it's, sorry, it's times by 5, not 4.
That's
that's
that one
30.
YouTuber. Hey
It's
everybody,
30
my name
plus
is Multiplication.
5.
35 damage to the wall. Absolutely. You
Jesus.
just start pummeling this wall with punch after punch, just like blood running off your knuckles, and you just make this like just complete like 10-foot just cave in the side.
And I'll get on the opposite side of the wall.
absolutely. You can now leave the building.
That's essentially how I see it. Is like I'm just punching and then like fell through it.
Whoa!
Yep, you make it into the crowd, running out, and you see Fable just like darting off.
I will run to essentially try and follow where Fable went.
You see
I don't know, beat the gambit. No! Don't look at me like that after I said that!
you see Gambit
They hit the Gambit.
My Gambit's about to be gone.
I'll method act this.
go to kind of charge in
To the Sentinel.
to help Storm out.
Yeah.
As she's like making her way forwards. You see Gambit try to run in, kind of like explodes the floor beneath him with his staff and just bounces off into the air. And as he flies towards Storm, you see Rogue just reaches out and just grabs him and then just throws him out the hole in the wall.
Rogue! She can't die, she promised Fable.
Choosing
a fight.
to get Gambit out instead of herself.
She fastball special.
She was for special Gambit. As the mist starts to encroach upon her and starts to make its way out of the hole that you ran through, Fable, are you still running?
I want to turn around for a second.
You see Gambit just fly across
I
the
still,
sky.
can I still see into the hole?
Yes. You can. You see Rogue toss him.
Kind of in the central area of like where the mist is and when like where all the X-Men like are dying. Essentially, I want to try and try and create an animated illusion if I can.
A big old sign, like this way.
Do I need to?
Pass.
Does it? No, I can just do it. I don't need to roll for it.
Does it cost focus?
Yes.
You pay the cost and you just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Focus is kind of like spell slots, but like if all your spell slots were kind of like bundled together.
Like mana. Think of it like mana.
If your
Yeah.
spell slot, if like a level 1 spell costs 1 and a level 2
Two
spell
spell cost 2,
2.
and you had like 60 points that you could spend between your things.
And your abilities.
Like, how much does this cost?
5.
5. Yeah. And how much focus do you have all up?
90.
90. So not a big.
I have 120.
And I
What,
just want it
60?
to be like
I stole your.
like almost like interview clips or something like that of people like being grateful for the work that the X-Men have done, like being like, yeah, so and so saved me, that kind of thing. Just playing for the people that are like not able to make it out, so they're able to see something positive.
One of the clips that gets played is the first time that Charles Xavier went on national television and told the world that he was a mutant, and that he was training a group of individuals called the X-Men to protect mankind and mutant kind alike, to bring us together as one in safety and security. That is the final thing that Xavier hears before he is lost in the mist. He smiles.
Not crying, not crying.
You see mutants scattered, unaware of who left in there still lives. But you make your way back to Xavier's mansion, the home of the X-Men, your home. And it is quiet. For the first time since this place was built, Charles is not coming home. We're gonna end our first session of X-Men Forgotten.
No.
Who had money on Jill's killing off absolute main characters? Session 1.
How are we
tuning
supposed
in.
to be the main characters with them around?
Absolute pleasure having you here. We'll be back again next Sunday.
I had a hoot.
This was grand. I had a fun time. Apart from all the death and destruction.
The death one.
You can join us on Thursday for Monster of the Week. You can join us on Tuesday for Gaming Geese. You can join us on Friday for Dana Gaming Geese. And
Dana
yes, Dana Geese. And we will be back. We'll be back on Sunday.
I've got to get up so I can.
I'll have watched X-Men by then. Some of it.
Yeah, hope you had fun.
Woo!
And we miss you already.
We miss you already.